Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Colts and the Browns, and it comes your way next.
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cleveland Browns. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Leading the charge will be their quarterback, always fun to watch, Deshaun Watson.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2. But his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
First play, Watson to the air. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you used the proper word there, dependable. And sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Second down, another run with Taylor. And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Watson. Looking, and now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield, and the Colts pick it up. There he goes left side, and they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The papers this week, it was all talk about how big of a game this was. Of course it is. It's the playoffs. It's the divisional round. But they handle it well. They score early.
They really did. Plenty of confidence exuded on that drive. No nerve showing. Terrific way to get things started. They are in control.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Off of play action, it's Watson. Finds his man, it's John Mechie. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. A give to Gibson running right. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Watson. And this will be incomplete. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Here's Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And when you review his performance last week and the game in total, I think that he understands and his team understands they were fortunate to get out there with a victory because he was a little tentative out there and didn't throw a touchdown pass. And if I'm this defense that he's facing in this one, I'm going to bring some pressure early and see if they can get to him. Maybe he's gotten it out of his system, and now he can be a little bit looser and play more to his potential.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Lawrence. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
To about the 35, 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. On 3rd down, Lawrence. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. Lawrence. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Now Lawrence. He gets this one to Johnson. And he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive spans 13 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And you work so hard during the regular season to earn that bye to go to the divisional round fresh. Well, maybe they're too fresh because they've come out here pretty flat.
And how many times have we seen it? And let's go to other sports now. Let's go to basketball, baseball, those ones where the playoffs are a series. And you see teams who were playing before versus the team that had the bye, and they take them on. And how often does that team that had been playing before win game 1?
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Touchdown! Deontay Johnson. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Point after, right down the middle, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Cleveland offense making their way out. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Colts getting another possession here on offense. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Oh, they'll try the jet sweep here with Lazard. And he stopped immediately there. The Colts on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. 21-0 our score after 1. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Lawrence will throw. And the catch made by Johnson. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yards to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here we go. Alert. Ready to go.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No question that one stings a little extra because he had that first down. It would have been a 4th down conversion.
Love the effort. Love the maneuverability. Don't like the fact that he didn't bring the ball with him. And now it's going to go in the other direction.
The Browns set to take over. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run once more with Taylor. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Watson now to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's taken to the 26. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, That's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives them a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Opposite. Alert, alert.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
And this will be taken at the 13. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Watson now going to keep it.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Watson.
And that is incomplete. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will stay a 3-touchdown game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here we go, set.
Now a first down carry by Jones.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
He's got the hook up to Lazard.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Lawrence.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Check, lock it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6.
And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 2nd down and goal.
Lawrence.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick here is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0.
So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Watson has got it to Williams. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 20. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 24-0 lead already in hand, really no reason to try to do anything too crazy here. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He'll find Lazard here over the middle.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Kill. Opposite.
On first down, Lawrence.
And he's got his big tight end here.
Ready.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Let's go.
To throw again on second down. Lawrence. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Alert. Check.
So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This, the first of 4 Divisional Round matchups coming up this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other Divisional Round games in the AFC. And it looks like a good one, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals squaring off against the New York Jets. On now to a look at the next-gen stats for the Colts in that first half. For the Seahawks, and they had success all season throwing the football. No reason for that to change in the playoffs, as they've continued to move the ball well through the air. Meanwhile, for the Browns, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Well, the Colts ready to go to work to start the third quarter. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
From the 27, Lawrence. He finds his man Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. An inside give to Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Johnson's got it complete.
And ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 13. Now Watson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Logan Hall
able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run, and of course, get to the quarterback.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Oh, the option to give to Taylor here.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Watson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Now Lawrence. Open man downfield is Johnson.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Lawrence.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this Browns defense stands tall.
Cleveland offense making their way out. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And here's Watson on the keeper.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Here's Watson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
On second down, it's Taylor.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 42. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Off the option, here's Taylor.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll try the air now with Watson. And Graham's got it over the middle.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll go option to the short side. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
On the option to give to Taylor here.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The quick slant caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
They'll go. It's Gibson.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Back to throw, Watson. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Azeez Ojulari
coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson keeping it himself from 7 yards out.
And the Browns are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Indy set to go on offense once more. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
They go play action now. Lawrence
Sliding out of the pocket, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And several days ago, you and I talked with a couple of guys in the meetings about how big is home field advantage. And they kind of downplayed it a bit, but I think we're seeing here today, building up this lead, looks like they're going to win. Why home field advantage in the divisional round so important?
Yeah, they may have downplayed it, but we could also sense it was important to them.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
Picked by Kendall Fuller.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Mark it, mark it. Heel, opposite. Away. Hands.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire
taking it in from 14 yards out.
And the Colts are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Browns set and ready to go on offense. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On 1st down, Watson.
Right back to Atwell. That's complete. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
To the air yet again. Watson got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From the 50, it's Watson.
And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Oh, look at this play call. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Now the gadget play here on 4th down winds up backfiring. And the Colts are going to take over with a football.
The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And the Browns getting set to go.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 1st and 10, Watson.
Open net is Atwell, complete.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw is Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Again, it's Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. They turn to Taylor on 4th.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as good running gets him to about the 44. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in.
That's interference.
And the contact may have come too early.
Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Now it's Watson.
That incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
Block it, kill, opposite.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Go. 10. Come.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Check, check. Lock it, kill, kill.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.